Hey there, it's Greg Racer with Autoblog. I wanted to give you a tour of the inside of the Ford F-150 Lightning XLT. Why am I starting on the outside, you ask? Well, because that illustrates a pet peeve of mine. The only thing that I don't like about this truck, the only thing I don't like, and that is the fact that it very briefly at the beginning tells you what battery percentage you have. But then, when you start the truck and you're underway, that all disappears, and you go through the animation, and then what you wind up with is this gauge, which is a conventional EV gauge. On the left, it's showing you charge versus regen, or discharge versus regen, and on the right side, it's the battery. Basically, this is the fuel gauge, but it does not give you a specific number. So when you get down to 60%, 50%, wherever you're at, you don't really have a specific percentage. And I think that the point of that is intentional. I think that Ford is trying to tell you, hey, this truck can go 300 miles on a charge. You don't need to worry about that number all the time. But those of us who've driven EVs for a while are used to looking at that number, and well, the fact that it's not there, it just sort of bugs me. Probably shouldn't. This truck's got a lot of range. I drove it on the weekend in the mountains, put 205 miles on it in one sitting, drove it 3 miles to get here. And in that 205 miles, I was left with 40% battery remaining, and said I had 130 miles of range left. So that's easily beating the EPA range estimates. Otherwise, the interior, it's a nice place to be. It's cloth, but it's a nice mix of materials. It's the same look that's in other XLTs, including the Maverick. Looks just like this. It's got a nice storage area there. It's got this guy here, and this guy here, which we've seen.
But Marchand is trying to turn these individual
and basic Ford infotainment, that all works fine. This has the Pro Trailer package, and we're going to be evaluating this coming up soon in our Tech of the Year evaluation. Huge cabin, lockable storage under those seats, and it's a pretty nice place to be. Ford F-150 Lightning XLT.